Hiyo, ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Happy Friday. Okay. 9 items left. See if we can pick any of them off today. Let's see here. Forgotten Tower is the terror zone. Oh. This? No. Forgotten Tower should have a ton of undeads and demons and ghosts. The portal is pretty close too. Do need to be a little bit careful. Sometimes the archers, they can hurt a lot. Wait, is there an elite here? There has to be. Because there's an aura. Where's the aura coming? Here? Okay. Well, okay, 3 of them might not be worth swapping for, whatever. We desperately need like Ja runes or something. I think we could probably up it to T5, to be honest. Circlet. What? Oh. Density is very low. Oh, Ral. I don't know. Let's try P5 and see if we can rustle up some more stuff. So yesterday we found Bone Shade, and we got a Stone of Jordan. Now, we could technically sell the Stone of Jordan and get another Uber, and then try to get a better Annihilus charm, but I feel like that's not really worth it. It's better to simply just use it as is. It's only my second ever Stone of Jordan in almost 1500 hours. That's hard. Alright. What the? Interesting. There's an elite here. Here? No? Has to be in this. Ah, here we go. How many charms? Leap in there. I think there was. I am overburdened. Wow, 36 life summoner. All right, not bad. I still fine. I don't think we have a summoner doo-doo, but getting full up on gold again. Here's the bone shade that we found yesterday. So we're still missing. Let's see here. Grey form begins Tyraels. The Tyraels is hard. Grey form and begins, it should be pretty easy. Storm Lash. And then there's Dragon Scale, Seraph's Wisp, Lightning Facet, and the Sander's Paragon. Like, half of these items are low level stuff, but Tyraels still remains. Well, okay. The mighty pillar is in the way. Conqueror Crown. Rare drop. Ethereal, hello. Wow, okay. That is nice. That is rare, like really rare. I mean, outside of a Grail, that item is absolutely useless. Because an ethereal item you have to equip, I mean, but as a trophy item, it's pretty cool. We're gonna add it after the run. We're gonna ID it and then add it to the Grail. Rust shield. 4 sockets. But it doesn't. Do. Hello. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Alabird's Rain, Ethereal. And let's just add it to Ethereal Grail item. Again, it's a pretty useless item because you would never use it, but you know. Damn, 3 elites in one place. Oh dear. Is it stuck? I think it's stuck. Oh. Eldrin. Lumrune. I wonder, should we go back to P3? Because, okay, so drop chances are better in P5, obviously, but it also takes us much longer. Mhm. Mhm. No, it stole all my mana. Oh, wow. I'm gonna go back to players 3. We spend way too long per kill. Ah, blue cap. We need a set or a unique. But I guess finding those items won't really be hard, because if we're only missing those, we can literally just go to normal and then set it like P8 and then just, you know, run around until we find it. Yoink. What? Row. Goodbye. Hi, Joelpa. Buenas noches. How are you doing today? How was your barbecue yesterday? It looked really nice. Also, Pete, like, you know, your daughter is super cute. Makes me wish I would have had kids. She seems really sweet. The video games are fun. Another cap, damn. Even a, okay. I too like video games. So I can relate. Movement speed, oh boy. Okay, I will try to answer as well as I can. Movement speed is a very but I will try. I will try. It shouldn't. Mounts should increase your movement speed, not decrease it. I mean, there's a cap on how much you can have, but if you're at the cap, if you're capped and mount, then it should just do nothing. Like, because you can only have plus 100 in movement speed, okay? Like, that is the absolute cap. If you have plus 100 and a mount should give you plus 25, you will still be at plus 100 when you're mounted. Because it literally cannot go past 100, and mounts don't decrease it, so... If you're, like I said, if you're at cap, then it should just do nothing. That's how it works at the moment, or let me rephrase, that's how it should work at the moment. So the way movement speed actually works is it doesn't actually increase your movement speed, it decreases time between cells when you travel. You know, the little squares on the ground. Like, that's one cell, right? So the way movement speed works is that it decreases time between each cell when you move. But for simplicity's sake, I made it say plus movement speed, because if I made a bonus in the beginning, I made one saying movement speed minus 10, nobody will think that this is Like, it reduces time between cells. People will think it reduces their movement speed. Yeah. So, like, that is technically how attack speed works as well. It reduces time between swings. But for simplicity's sake, I made it say plus. On official, they said reduces attack delay. I'm sure you've seen that, right? Like ASPD in brackets reduces attack reduces time between attacks. Yeah. It's the same situation basically. And yes, that would be insanely confusing. And I thought I would do people a favor and you know, just because minus 100 is technically the most you can have. So plus 100, I basically flipped it around. So people wouldn't be so confused. Because the whole point of my tooltips and improving the UI is to make it more, sorry, not more, less confusing. To make it easier to understand. Like, that is the whole point. I don't know, Cairo tends to overcomplicate things for no reason. Like, players don't need to know how it works, they just need to know what it does. 10% faster attacks is perfectly fine. Reduces delay between hits, minus 10%. No. How many do you have? I mean, I don't have any Seni, but I love clusters. Yeah, I'm almost 5 billion in debt, remember? I mean, I'll happily trade if I have stuff you need or something, but Seni, I am le broke. Like, I am literally minus in brokenness. $28 clusters, damn. Nice. How much do they go for each? I have no clue. I saw Mick was buying them at, was it 20 mil per cluster? I think. I'm not sure though, but I think that's what he was buying for. Yeah. I think it's somewhere around that. Yeah, I don't know, you can check my stuff on the trading trading post. I made a post regarding what I have to trade and stuff. Whether I have something for your AB though, I have no idea. I mean, I have White Lady cards, but they're not for sale. I'm kind of stacking them to for my own supporter. Yeah, sure, go ahead. We need to do some gambling as well. We need to use up some of our gold. It should be under the thread of looking for Stefan and stuff. I probably should have updated the normal one. I didn't.
Good day.
Good to see you again. Since the rogues have been moving back into their monastery, they haven't been buying anything from us.
Nagel. Find it. This should have all my MVPs and minis and all kinds of stuff. Mana per kill, magic find life. Ooh, this is actually pretty good. Let me know if you still can't find it. Okay. Well, that one is plus 20. And it has good enchants on it as well. But yeah, that thing is pretty The shield is pretty good. It only has one slot, but overall it's pretty good. I think it really depends. It has its uses, but it's well, since we have 2 slotted shields and at 200 plus we'll have 3 slotted shields. What did I just sell? There was a ring. I didn't even see what it did. The shield is really good before 180. Even at 180, it's decent, but it doesn't have any defense either. But it's still a really good shield, don't get me wrong. It really is. It's just I replaced it for a reason. So it's good for alts or characters below 180. But once you pass up to 180, or once you start having a lot of cards, it falls off a bit, which is fine, because you know it's an event item. It's not supposed to be best in slot. You know, it's for its level and what it does. It's pretty good, but for your AB, I probably wouldn't, in my opinion, anyway. Well, no. This is the Halloween event shield. Yeah, I know that there's a cursed and an official one, I know. Cursed and purified, sorry. I know it. You purify the shield, right? Or something. Yeah. Just like Fallen Angel Wings can be enchanted on official as well, right? Well, sounds like official to me. It wouldn't be official if it wasn't really oppressive. I might. I don't know how many though, but I probably do. I can check later if you want. Since I always pick up everything, chances are I will. But yeah, I might play some RO later on stream as well. Maybe reset a few instances, or I don't know, we'll see. Maybe do Madness. I really don't know. But yeah, I spent the whole morning making the supported skill cooldown group. It's just like battle cooldowns, it has its own entire system to it. I mean, I already tested it on my test server. When I had 100%, I could spam provoke, and when I didn't, I couldn't. You know. It's... Well, it's a little bit, like I said, I need to split DPS capabilities with supported capabilities. Both from a balancing point of view and for the fun of gearing as well. So there's many reasons why I'm doing that. Okay. Server unplayable. Time to go and make an angry review on Rate My Server. GM keeps adding new mechanics to the game that are annoying and feels bad. Also, you have to send me toxic DMs. Don't forget, that's also part of it. Ah, yes. That is also, yeah. Look, I mean, the thing is, okay? People, and I've said this before, people are free to disagree with me and start a discussion if they think a decision I made is bad. I have no problem with that at all. It's just... I really don't want to be told that I deserve to go and die. You know, that's really not constructive to anybody. I'm not saying that you have done that. I'm just saying, you know, people who take it to that point. Like, it really isn't. It's not necessary and it doesn't accomplish anything. All it does is just make me feel bad. I know, just... I think once you see or feel that since you can pick up all of your skills and stuff instead of right like it is now, it will be different. I think it... I'm not saying you will definitely change your mind, but it will feel different. No, the whole point is like, okay, so obviously it's gonna require some stuff to get, but you also don't need 100%. Like that's the thing. It's just it needs to be separate from people who are DPS. It's not like you can't support unless you have 100%. I even thought about adding cast time to heal. But I don't know. No, like I said, I'm always considering a lot of things. It doesn't mean they will happen. The thing is, I'm trying to make supporting a playstyle just like I'm trying to make tanking a playstyle. The thing is, though, with cast time, you would still want to have insta-cast anyway, because of some of your buffs have cast times anyway. Or, like, Safety Wall, Kyrie, like, Cardinal stuff, like, they still have cast time anyway, so... It's not like you wouldn't have cast time. But fixed cast time is going away. Howling will be changed. Howling will increase cooldowns. Howling will be different, so you can disregard Howling completely. It will increase people's cooldowns instead. Well, fixed cast time is going away. Remember? Being turned into regular cast time. And since slow cast is already a thing, having Howling of Mandragora doing the same thing as slow casting feels kind of odd, no? Yeah. That's my point. So Howling won't be the bullshit that it is right now. I mean, increasing cooldowns is still gonna be, you know, but like... the thing it has now, when you have Howling of Mandragora on you, like, fucking area loot has cast time. It is the most absurd bullshit ever, like, oh my god. Like I said, I will probably put that on a healing relic. That will also be a supportive cooldown. I know. Like I said, it would also be support cooldown. And then, like I said, there's gonna be relic effects as well that might make certain skills AoE or, you know, give them new effects or, you know, whatever. Like, the thing is, if I give all the skills, all of these amazing things baseline, there won't really be anything left to put on relics. I mean, of course, we can do stuff like that. Like I said, I'm trying to make healing and tanking their own gearing and playstyles. Something close to an AB card, what? I mean, look, relics will be hard to get. They will be very rare or very hard to craft. So they will obviously have good stuff on them. Their exact effects, though, I can't really say because I will have to... But the whole point should be, like, you should feel like you can get upgrades even as a support and not just be like, okay, I already have instacast and I already have, like, high mana cost reductions and now I can just, you know, never need to get any upgrades at all. And also, again, it's to make sure people don't just build DPS and then have all the tank and support stuff in the game. There should be a difference between people who gear for support and people who don't. Or that's the idea anyway. No, my point was just, we want to separate tanks, DPS, and healers. Like, if you play a DPS Cardinal, being able to cleanse every 60 seconds is really good. But if you play a support Cardinal, you can cleanse the entire party every 5 seconds, for example. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a big difference. Or as a tank, you'll be a lot tankier with proper tank gear versus somebody who is just a DPS with, you know, slaps on a shield. Not saying I'm gonna get it right the first time. Yeah, that's exactly. You need to consider that. You will have all the skills in your skill tree. Well, it makes more sense. Like, if you couldn't pick up any, like, all of your skills. But yeah, no, it's gonna... I think that patch, with the removal of fixed cast time, adding all skills to players, reworking a ton of cards that give skill, adding supportive cooldowns, revisiting formulas, mana cost, cooldowns, effects, I think it's gonna change the game quite a bit in one go. Because it's such a massive overhaul of a lot of things. It doesn't mean I'm gonna get it right the first time, okay? But it, like, you know, we'll balance from there on out after I push that patch. Let's see what we got. Nope. 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 Ah, okay. Get wrecked. Ah! Dude dies very dramatically. I wonder what I should have for dinner today. What are you having, Joe Alpha? I need suggestions what I should eat. I've only had breakfast so far. I don't have one of those. And I need to loot one of those. It's, Do you guys like take turns on who does the cooking, or do you have like a system? That makes sense. Does your wife work? Or is she a stay-at-home mom? Like, for the kids and stuff? Okay. Does she work from home as well? Or is that just you? Hybrid. Is it very common for, like, working from home in your country? I know during COVID it was very, obviously a lot of people work from home, but after that... Hybrid 1 to 2 days. Interesting. Well, wait, what build and what's your gear and where are you killing? Arrow sh- You mean Arrow Storm. Arrow Shower is the archer skill. But at 140, Magma 3 is like 190. So that's probably why. What gear are you using at 140? Are you using Heroic and Vicious Mind? You're doing it correctly this time. Outside of going to a place that is like, you know, way above you.
It's locked.
That is pretty good, yeah. %1% per mob. Per mob. Lol. Huh. Yeah, that's beg me.
It's locked.
Problem with anti-knockback is how insanely powerful it actually is. You can request it and I will think about it. Thing is, like, knockback actually affects gameplay so much because it can cancel a lot of things. Mhm. 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 God, I'm so hungry. I need to eat something, Joe Alpha. Should I take down the stream and eat something and then like start streaming again afterwards? Or should I just take a break during the stream? Or what should I do? I don't know. Okay, so we got flesh render as an ethereal flesh render. When do they open doors? He's stuck. Well, I also don't like going on breaks for a very long time in the middle of the stream though, like, you know, BRB 30 minutes while the stream is still running, like... I think I'm gonna finish here now, and then I'm gonna take down the stream, and then I'm gonna eat, and then I will stream again after I've eaten. I think that's the best way of doing it, honestly. Then I'll just be back in an hour or two, I guess. But yeah, make a suggestion or request for like anti-knockback shadow gear if that's what you want. And then I will consider it. There's still a lot of shadow gear that needs to be reworked as well anyway, so... Oh! Hi Subjin. Good timing, I'm just about to head off, but I will stream again later. I just need to get something to eat. I kind of forgot to eat before I started streaming. Was just lurking. Oh, okay. Knockback goes from start to endish. Is knockback versus some resist? I'm not sure. Oh, you mean like on Shadow Gear? Yeah, okay. I thought you meant like having a small resistance to knockback. I feel like I'm not even sure that would be possible to check against if somebody has, because it's not a status effect, it's a displacement. So yeah. You mean because you would have to give up something else to get anti-knockback? Yeah. I understand what you mean. I get what you're saying. So when I come back after I've eaten, do you guys want to do deving or should I be doing some MVPing like madness or stuff? What do you think? What would you guys want? Aw, you're so sweet. Well, that's very kind of you. I just meant what would you guys enjoy watching? Like, what would you enjoy the most? Me doing deving or me doing some madness and MVP and stuff. Unearthed 1? Damn. I know, you guys are the best. Alright, okay. I will... I do feel like I need a little bit of a break from Diablo 2 though. I've been playing it so much. I'm gonna learn on both end anyway, so any switch. Okay. But yeah, I'll do some Oro, something in Oro, because I've been playing so much Diablo lately because I needed a break from Oro. But now, because the thing is, a Grail is such a long-term project. Like, you can't finish a Grail in, you know, like, power through it to be done. Like, it's just... I'm almost 1,500 hours in now. I think it's like 1480 or 1470, and we have 9 items to go. Technically, you could finish it in 10 minutes if you get really lucky now, but that's very unlikely. Like, it is possible, but it's sort of like looting 2 MVP cards from 2 MVPs in a row. It's just... You could do it, but it's probably not happening. But it's technically possible. Mr. Llama streamed in. Oh yeah, didn't he recently... He did a terrorized Andorial only run. That thing is so busted, it's insane. Like, terrorized Andorial is literally cheat code. Like, it's... He dropped so much stuff. I honestly think... Oh my god, new item, I think. I think this is a new item. Fuck, it's not, it's the wrong one. Damn! We need... I thought it was the dragon scale shield. I'm gonna pout. Fuck, there's too many bases in this game. Ah. I got so excited, I thought it was a new item. Damn it. It's the one above that one. Dragon Shield's Elite version. Because you have normal, exceptional, and elite of every item, and then uniques are on, like, dependent on the base you get. So we would need the elite version of the one we just dropped. Insert cat hissing noise. Okay, okay. Well, it was an interesting little scare anyway. F. Alright guys, I'm going to be getting some food now, and then I will stream again when I've eaten, okay? I hope to see you guys then. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna do this, and I'll be back in maybe like an hour, hour and a half, something like that.